Hello everyone, my name is Luke, aka the Horror Nerd, and welcome back to YouTube's horror section. So it's been quite a while, I know, since I've made this type of video, since this is not really like a horror discussion video. This is more of like a personal video. I also might start vlogging on the channel in the future. I did kind of say, like, in the description that this channel would be used for all sorts of content. Although horror stuff is like the main form of content you will see on this channel, there will still be like variety, I guess you can say. And I will also be using my channel to discuss things that I just want to get off of my chest because, well, why not? I don't really have that many people to like talk to, so this is kind of like my way of also coping with that. Being an introvert is not really easy in today's day and age, I guess you can say. And it's not because like there's not enough people around, it's because there's too many people that you just don't want to be around. For me, being an introvert, like, there's a lot of people that I just really don't like. I know that sounds negative, but I just feel like really alone right now. I feel like some of my I keep thinking about like some of my friends like from my past that betrayed me and were not really the friends that I thought they were. And more recently, one of my closer friends has also stopped talking to me that much. He doesn't really pay that much attention to me. He doesn't really seem to care about, spending time with me anymore. So I've just been feeling kind of down about that. And I've also gone through some drama as well recently, like some severe family drama as well. So things have just not been doing so well, I guess you can say. So, having this channel, having like a place to be able to either vent out or just, you know, express yourself when you feel like no one's there to listen. Because I know that someone will listen, even if you guys don't watch the videos for like longer than 3 minutes. It makes me happy knowing that there's that chance that someone will actually listen, even if it's just for a little bit, So this channel, it's one of the reasons why this channel is important to me. It's one of the reasons why you guys are important to me. So yeah, this is going to be a very personal type video, just me kind of talking about like how I'm currently feeling in life and how I feel about where it's going. And if I do accidentally mention some personal things, I really did not mean to. Like when I start really getting deep into like my thoughts and wanting to express those thoughts in the form of words, like I might accidentally say some personal stuff that I didn't mean to. So I apologize for that beforehand if I do. But yeah, anyways, so let's get started, I guess. So why is the video titled Life is Starting to Look Very Scary? Well, because basically I'm very scared. I recently turned 19 back in March. And during this time I was just feeling like really down. It's almost like I was having like a quarter life crisis, I guess you can say. Like during this time, like I just didn't really feel good mentally. And the thing about me is like when I don't feel good mentally, if it's severe, like if I feel like really bad mentally, then it starts affecting me physically. Then I just get really tired or agitated and I just don't really want to do anything. It's basically like depression, I guess you can say. It's similar to depression in a way. But I was just having a bit of a quarter life crisis during my 19th birthday. I just didn't really want to do anything, and I was just really thinking about the fact that I was turning 19, and I just didn't really feel good about that because I just feel like my life has really gone to waste already. Some will say that I'm young. I have like a lot of time, a lot of years to like make mistakes and then make up for those mistakes by doing better and learning from those mistakes and just continuing to move on for as long as you are able to because of how long you live. I don't know how long I'm going to live. No one really does, but even 1 year wasted for me makes me feel sad because, I feel like I've just missed out on a lot. My childhood was great. I had a freaking great childhood, but my teen years, I basically didn't even have teen years. My teen years were like they felt like a blur, you know? It's not that I don't remember them, it's just that, like, I do remember them. That's why I can even talk about them. I remember them. It's just that they didn't feel the way that someone else's teen years should feel. I never really had friends. I never really went on vacations. I didn't even really get to go to a real school basically. Like I just didn't really even have teen years. Like my teen years were pretty much wasted. I'm glad I had my childhood. That's one thing that I can be grateful for. That's one thing that I can sit here and confidently say that was amazing. I had a really great childhood for the most part. For the most part, my childhood was like from where I was, like from the situation that me and my family was in. I'm thankful that I can say that my childhood was actually more than average or decent. My childhood was great. I had a great childhood, and I thank God, and I'm glad that I did have that childhood that I had, because I did have a great childhood. But I guess it's a bit of a cliche, you know. They say that the older you get, the more miserable you start to feel. And also having like an untreated mental illness for ever, I guess you can say, for as long as I've lived, that probably contributed to it as well. I remember some good times vividly from my teen years, but for the most part, I remember them just being very, very bland. You know, like it's one of those things where you can't remember a lot of it because our brains are not programmed to, you know, remember everything. It's only programmed to remember the important stuff or the significant stuff, you know. And there was not a lot of significant stuff to remember from my teen years. It was all just very boring, just not very fun. It wasn't very exciting. Like, it makes me sad knowing that those years of my life passed me by without anything to remember. You know, they just passed. There's nothing to remember. There's no fun to remember. Not that much, anyways. I mean, it's depressing for me to really accept it. Even, you know, like it's one thing to accept something, but even if you accept something, yes, acceptance is important. It's good to accept something, but it doesn't make the pain any easier. All it does is you accept that life is shitty, and all you can do is accept. I mean, because what else can you do? Like, I'm a very realistic person, you know. I don't really like giving myself the benefit of the doubt or trying to, you know, give myself hope that what I am facing and what I am living in maybe won't be as bad as it could be. If I know something is bad, then I'm going to accept it. If I know something is shitty, then I'm going to accept it. I don't like giving myself the benefit of the doubt or giving myself hope, because if I feel like if it's just like, you know, certain situations, you know, or certain circumstances, if I know it's bad, because I can see things very clearly. If I know it's bad, I observe things. If I observe things and if I know it's bad and if I know it's shitty, then I just accept it. But it still doesn't make it any easier, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm 19 now, and I just really haven't done anything with my life, and that makes me feel very sad. It makes me feel like I'm just wasting away, because there is a difference between living and just kind of being there and existing. Like, you wake up, you know, day by day, just getting up, doing the same routine. It's like having the life of a pet hamster almost. You know, like, you don't do anything else. Like, you have a forever routine. It's like being trapped inside of a loop. You wake up every day, you do the same thing you do the day before, and the day before that one, and the day before that one. You get the point. Like, and that's how my life has currently been going, and it just makes me very, very disappointed. I want more. I want more out of my own life, and I know I have what it takes to do it. I just don't really have I guess, the know-how yet. I know that I can do it. I just don't really know how to yet. Like, I'm still kind of blind to the outside world. People tell me that I'm a very wise person, especially for my age, and I think I am. And I think I'm also wise to admit that and to acknowledge that I don't have the right tools to actually move on yet. And the only tools that I need is just more knowledge about the world out there. I know that the world is very hard to live in. You know, my old man's always telling me the world is very hard to live in, and I see how hard it is. Like, I read stories and I see, I watch videos and I see things. I read stories, I see videos of like people. I was reading this one, like this article, and it was talking about how more people are not going to the doctors because they can't even afford it. And that right there, that's just one painful example of just how incredibly cruel the world is nowadays. And it's not even just because of money. It's a dog eat dog world. It's not even just because of money. Money is the first thing that will make you realize that we are all playing life on the highest difficulty. But when you also start to realize that the people around you and the things around you and the forces at work, whether it's corporate greed or a corrupt government, these forces are contributing to making life for so many of us even worse and more difficult than it already is. Because that's just what it's like nowadays. The world has become a much more uglier place. Whether it's corrupted governments, which is corrupt, whether it's politicians fucking things up for more people and fucking things up for the economy, of course. As if it couldn't get any worse, you know, as if our economy wasn't worse, and as if we didn't have enough people struggling just to put food on the table after working for hours upon hours on end. Life just continues to get shittier and shittier. It's like we're all on a sinking ship and we can't get off of it. It's like we're trapped on that sinking ship, and even when it sinks, we'll still somehow be alive, trapped on that sunken ship inside of the loop that we can't get out of. I know I sound very depressing right now, and I know that that's unlike me because usually I'm a very motivational person. I'm always usually being positive and stuff, but I still am. It's just that I'm scared. I'm very scared. I don't know like what to expect anymore. The uncertainty has it just has me like trapped within like a loop itself of thinking about it and feeling better about it and then going back to feeling bad about it again. I feel good about it, then I feel bad about it, you know? Like it's that could be a symptom of my ADHD. It could be like a symptom of doom scrolling perhaps, which I try not to do anymore. I quit doom scrolling a long time ago, but sometimes it still kind of sneaks up on me and sometimes I still find myself doing it. But I just the uncertainty, the fear, the fear of failure. I know that there's not really a failure as long as you keep trying, but after a while, how many times could you keep trying? You can try for as long as you want, but I know that after a while it can get too hard. And I know I always say to pick yourself back up no matter how many times you've been knocked down, no matter how many times you've been beaten, no matter how much pain you're in, no matter how unmotivated you may be, how important it is to get back up no matter all those roadblocks that are in your way and no matter how much you are struggling. I always talk about how you're supposed to get back up no matter how much that you're going through, but I understand now just how difficult it really is and how once you no longer have that motivation to pick yourself back up, then you will stay down because, you know, only you can pick yourself back up, but only if you want to. I'm not saying I plan on giving up. It's just that I don't really know how to fix my life. You know, my life is just, I feel like it's slowly draining away. And I don't really know how to fix it yet. I mean, I have a concept of what to do. I just don't really know how to do it. You know, it's like I don't have the blueprint to repair my life because right now it's not broken, but it still needs to be fixed. There's a lot of things about myself that needs to be fixed. And I just don't really know how to do it yet. But I'm going to figure it out because what else can I do? I've already told myself that I'm not going to rot away here. I'm not going to waste away here. No matter how difficult it gets, no matter what I got to do, I'm going to do it because what else can you do? You can either choose to just let life pass you by as you continue to slowly rot away until your own inevitable death, or you can try and actually make life worth living again. Because life passing you by without any memories to cherish, without any adventures to be had, without actually having happiness. Like, what is life if you don't have those things? And I get how difficult that is to have nowadays. Not just because of the economy, but because of everything else, but I don't plan on giving up on having those things. I want my life to actually be the life that I want it to be. I want my life to be remembered by me when I do eventually die. When I die, when I'm about to die, like, I want to look back and I want to remember all of the things that I was able to accomplish and all of the experiences that I was able to have. I want those things, and nothing is really stopping me. The only thing that's going to stop me is my own failure. And there's a difference between failure and your failure. When you fail, you can keep trying. And even when I do get tired, no matter how much I struggle, no matter how much pain I'm in, I'll always keep trying. But if I decide to stop, if I decide to just give up, then yeah, that'll be a real failure. You know, that'll be the actual failure that I dread, because I don't know if I'll have the strength to do it. I'm hoping that I can. I'm hoping that I'll have all the things I need to face life head on and endure everything that it's going to throw at me, because I know that it's going to throw a lot of shit at me. Shit that's going to hurt, shit that's going to make me feel miserable sometimes, and shit that will make me question if it's even worth taking any more shit. I get it, but I'm gonna keep trying. I'm going to never stop. I'm never gonna stop going. Because like I feel like I've already wasted so much, you know? I feel like I've already let go of so much. I've already let so much pass me by, and I don't want any more to pass me by. I still have a little bit of time in this year to maybe do something, because the past couple of years being here, you know, living the crappy little life that I do, it hasn't been like the worst, you know? And I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't grasp. When you're struggling in life, it becomes dangerously easy to only think about and only pay attention to how bad things are. And the positive starts to become more and more of a blur. You almost start, like, your mind will start making excuses almost to make it feel like things are actually worse than they are, and the good things that you still have actually don't matter, because, you know, an excuse is stupid. And, you know, the excuse is the good things you still have in your life do matter, you know? They do matter. You know, there's always something you should be grateful for. And thankfully, I have had things to be grateful for. And I have had happiness as well so far. I just need more. Like, my life is just it's too dull right now. And so many young men my age actually want their life to be that way. Just sitting around playing video games, never going outside, never getting a job, never actually trying to make something out of themselves. Like, if people can see the way that I live, they would probably call it a life of luxury. But for me, I think it's just dull, boring, and depressing. I just want more out of my life. I don't want my life to revolve around video games and playing them all the time and just watching TV and just living day by day doing that same thing over and over and over again. It's too dull. It's like being trapped. That's what it's like. It's like being trapped in a loop. It's like I said before, it's like having the life of a pet hamster. You wake up every day to go and spin on your wheel until you retire back to your bed, and then you do the same thing again tomorrow. It's a very dull, depressing way to live, and you only live once. And our lives are so, like, people take their lives for granted. Life is taken for granted. People don't realize that they only get to experience life once. Because once they go, you go. You're not going to be able to have another shot. We're born, we live, and we die. So when we live, we're supposed to have things to remember. Things that we could have experienced before we die. It's part of dying happily. I don't want to die miserably, because I'm living miserably already. I don't want to die miserably as well. I just can't. So yeah, I didn't mean to start ranting and stuff. Forgive me for that. But anyways, guys, life is just getting really scary. That's all. You know, I'm starting to question some things. I'm starting to wonder if maybe what I'm doing is wrong. The way I'm approaching everything. If I can just like get myself a job or something, that would be a nice first start. You know, that would be a really good first start if I can just get myself a job working somewhere. Maybe find some new friends, because I really don't have that many friends. I'm an introvert, sure, but it's nice to have one or two friends I can actually go outside and talk to IRL. yeah, I got friends on my PlayStation, I got friends on Discord, but it's nice to have friends there, but it's nicer to have friends you can actually speak to in person. Like, I ain't got nothing like that. I don't have any friends in person, but anyways, yeah, anyways, guys, that was just uh, my short little personal take on life and, how I feel about everything. I just don't want to waste away. I don't want to end up like everyone else in this generation because I'm young and I see that a lot of people that are also young like me, they don't seem to grasp that they are wasting away themselves and they don't want to do anything about it. And that scares me. I'm scared for them. I don't even know these people, but I fear for them because I don't want to witness that. I don't want people like that to be in our society because it's just a really sorry sight to look at. Seeing someone just waste away and just not doing anything with themselves, like it's unfortunate. It's something that I don't want to see. It's something that I don't want to experience for myself, and I hate when people experience it for themselves because of their own, because of their own well-being. Like, I don't know how people live like this. I genuinely don't. Like, people who just like these young men like me, like, how do they just play video games all day and still have the money to afford things? Like, do they live with their parents? Do they have like a remote job? Are they getting social security benefits or something? Are they getting disability checks? Like, what are they getting? Like, I don't know, but I just don't want to waste away. I don't want to die miserably. I don't want to die without having anything to remember while I was living. I don't want to. I don't want that to be the last thing I remember before I die. Remembering that I didn't have anything to remember in the first place. I don't want to waste my life, is what I'm saying, and that's why I'm scared because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull it off. I will certainly try, but I don't know if I'll be able to pull it off. Like, I just don't know. But yeah, anyways, guys, I've just been under a lot of stress as well. So the gameplay videos are probably not gonna look the best because like I'm probably not playing you know, I'm probably not doing as good as I usually do, so the gameplay videos might be a little shitty. You might see a little bit of you might see me kind of fucking up in the gameplay videos that I'll be uploading. And you see, the thing is, like, about video games, like, bro, I love video games, right? I do. I think it's one of my favorite hobbies. I plan on getting a job in the gaming industry. I think it's one of the best forms of entertainment we have. Like, I love gaming. I just don't want to be doing it all the time. I want my lifestyle. I want my lifestyle to have variety. I want to be able to wake up every day and actually have things to do. Because right now, it's the opposite. And I don't know how much more I can take, to be honest. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. If you stuck by all the way till the end, over 23 minutes, if you stuck by all the way for over 23 minutes, thank you so very much. That truly means a lot for actually hearing everything I had to say and just how I feel. You are a legend for doing that, for actually listening to some random guy on YouTube just talk about his problems. If you actually stuck by till the end, you're a real one. I appreciate you. You have a heart of gold for just hearing a stranger talk about this stuff. I mean, I don't even know you guys like that, but you guys would still actually listen to me, I love my community, like, you guys are important to me. And even if you didn't listen, still, like, I appreciate everyone, even small acts of kindness, even if they may not be that significant, should still be appreciated because there's barely any of that shit left in the world today. So I appreciate you guys, each and every one of you. Thank you so very much for watching, hearing me. Even if you didn't, just thanks for stopping by then, if you didn't hear everything. Yeah. If you think it earned a like from you, then definitely give it a like. Let me know down in the comments below. I love interacting with you guys as much as I can, so leave a comment down below. Let me know how you feel about this. How's your life going? I love talking with you guys. It's always nice to chat up and just conversate with you guys. So leave a comment down below, let me know, and share this video if you think it also earned that. If it didn't, then, don't share. If you think the video didn't earn a like, then dislike, I guess. It's all good. But yeah, I appreciate honest people. Criticism is also part of honesty, so I take whatever I can get. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys so very much for hearing everything, sticking by me for this long, for sticking by, waiting for me to upload again. I know it's been a while. I apologize for leaving you guys in the dirt. just not really uploading at all, leaving this channel in the dirt. But the channel is finally coming back up. I'm going to try and upload a little bit more frequently if I can fix my upload schedule. I know it's terrible, but yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, night, week, whatever. Take care of yourselves. Stick by with family if, you know, if they're good, of course. You know, I mean, don't stay around people that are bad, guys. Don't stay around people that bring out the worst in you and also make you feel the worst. If people are making you feel negative, if they're giving you like a negative energy, if they're making you feel hurt, if they're hurting you, you know, don't stick around people like that. You're not obligated to. Even if it's family, you're not obligated to stay around people like that. So yeah, anyways, take care of yourself, guys. Stick around with family. For my fellow guys out there, you definitely need a girlfriend, because getting a girlfriend is definitely going to fix all of your problems. That's a joke. That's a joke, because like I was at a doctor's office a while ago and he was like, I should just get a job and get a girlfriend. The job part I agreed with, but the girlfriend thing, I don't think that's going to fix my life that much. Like, what is a girlfriend going to do? How is a girlfriend going to fix my life? Yeah, it's companionship, but I can get that from just having good friends. And I also have a pretty decent family, so like I don't need a girlfriend. And I don't think any of you guys really need one either. Like if you want one, then definitely try. But, you know, girlfriends and relationships, definitely not something I think you should be in pursuit of. I think it's better just to, you know, work on things that need to be worked on. Focus on your education, building a career in this garbage-ass economy. If possible, don't ever give up. Do whatever it takes. Do whatever you can. And struggle if you have to, because if you can endure the struggles for long enough, then I'm sure you will be able to rise to the top. Even if it takes a long time, you know, like everything is worth it in the end, because the harder you try, the more you do, and the more determined you get, what you gain at the end, you will see that it was worth it. Determination, passion for what you want in life, and the ability to be able to pick yourself back up is something that everyone should have, and that's why it's worth the struggle. It's worth the struggle. It's worth the grind, because what you will accomplish if you try hard enough to get what you want to accomplish, you will get it. I'm more than sure you will. And even if you can't get it exactly right, you'll still get something, and it'll be enough. You know, don't be ungrateful. You know, don't ever be ungrateful in life, you know, because life is too difficult. Even the small things today are hard to get, so don't be ungrateful. Be happy that you can get something that can make your life just a little bit more worth living. Something that can even make you smile. Anything, whatever it may be. Even if it's something small. But yeah, anyways, I'm trying to motivate you guys now. I don't mean to ramble like this, you know, I really don't. These videos are unscripted. They're all unscripted. Every single one of my videos are unscripted, you know, so I don't mean to ramble on like this. But anyways, thank you guys so very much for watching. If you stuck by till the end, thank you very much. 28 minutes now. 28 minutes! If you're still here, thank you so very much. My heart goes out to you for actually supporting me, listening to what I had to say. I love you guys so much. And, you know, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe again if this video earned it. And I will see you guys right here, hopefully back again on YouTube's horror section. Take care, y'all, and peace out. Bye-bye, guys. Have a good day.